Hi, my name is Nick. This is You Don't Scare Me, and today I'm going to be explaining the 8 scary videos that need explaining from Mind Junkie. This is the video. Let's get into it.
Every night, I just check on stand up. And Alia say, hey. Alia say, woman.
Completely stationary. Obviously just a mannequin. Obviously just like a... It's not a person. They're not breathing. They're not rising and falling. They're not shifting slightly like a normal human being would do. So it's obvious to me that this person is not a person.
Every night this one comes up right, this one don't want to move.
Completely stationary. The hair's not even moving. It's not a real woman, dude. That's very clearly just like a dummy.
Every flipping night. Move.
A creepy figure.
Oh, was that supposed to be a jump scare?
Stands completely still on the other side of the uploader's fence.
It's not.
Even as the man taps on the fence and pleads with the figure to move.
Look, I don't have to tell you this. It's obvious to anybody with half a brain that this is just a mannequin. It's just like a wax dummy. I spent some time in Jamaica. I'm familiar with the concept of the effigy to ward off evil. It's normal.
So I'm going right here to showing you guys that this thing is not here during the day. Look, it's not. Same spot.
Yeah, that's because the owner of the property brings the effigy out every night to keep an eye on their property. If something's watching, it's normal. It's just a religious, cultural thing that he doesn't understand.
Now, viewers of this clip are skeptical.
Obviously.
That the property where this creepy figure keeps appearing on is abandoned.
No, it's not.
And several viewers believe
that's a lie.
It's something sinister.
It's in his best interest based on the viewership of the first video that he posted to continue the lie. The joke isn't funny anymore to me. If you posted one video and that video shows the paranormal thing, and then you follow that up with another video showing that it's back, and then the first video gets like 2, 3, 4, maybe 10 million. So you want to, continue questioning why. He probably knows that this is just a wax dummy or like a mannequin. He's probably figured it out a long time ago, but he wants it, yeah.
Placed there by someone wanting to creep him their out.
Not specifically him.
Going on here?
His being creeped out is a byproduct of a natural, like not a natural, but like a normal thing that they want to do. That it's like part of their culture or like part of that specific person's culture or religion. I'm not talking about Jamaica as a whole. I'm talking about that particular person in Jamaica. I don't need... Okay, listen. I'm going to say something. Somebody's going to take offense. Somebody always takes offense. That's okay, because it is what it is. Some people think the world is flat. And that's why I have to explain this ghost video to somebody. As you can see, as he moves his hand, he grabs the hand of the person. There is a physical object in there. As he opens the curtain, see there? See how it's progressing? It progresses and then it resets. There's a cut. See? You go forward, 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 back. It's right there. Those two specific frames reveal the cut. Obviously. But some people think the world is flat.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
There's not many LEs inspecting.
Some people will argue with me.
And when he turns...
Hey, is that a PSX? Holy shit, dude.
behind him, and when he turns,
So normally I'd just skip right past this if it was on my own time. If I was doing this just for myself and I wasn't recording, I would just skip past this. I already figured out the first one was super fake, which means that everything else that's going to be in this video is fake. The intellectual puzzle is done. It's no longer interesting to me. But...
Hey. Hi.
Ooh, one trick pony much? Cut. This is the dumbest fucking way to record a video, by the way. You go to kick, and for some reason, you film your knee? Why? Keep your camera up like this, film the thing, then just kick it. It's got some good flexibility. He's got a bruise there, and I bet you that bruise is from him. I bet he's just leaning on his leg, and he's got a bruise there. Eat more meat, dude. Red meat. Need more iron. You got a bruise. I don't bruise. I eat plenty of red meat. I don't bruise. There's a cut there too. That's not blown out, okay? The automatic exposure settings are already set for the outside in this scene. So why is it suddenly that exposure settings are blown out as if it's just seeing, like, that's when you cover your lens with your finger and then release. And then you get the blown out exposure before it refigures out the exposure settings. So there's a cut there. So, oh look, another cut. This guy's terrible. There's a cut right here. Exposure settings set. Exposure settings not set. Exposure settings now bleeding in. The recording started here. This is the old recording. This is the new recording. Some people think the world is flat. That's why I'm explaining it.
not many LE does exactly what Casper Sight would do and full on Rambo's it. But whatever was just there,
I like that guy,
again,
Casper Sight.
disappears. Convinced
He's
this is
funny.
something demonic and attached to the doll. Not
But
many
I feel
LE
like he needs to be more
uploaded the video
critical.
to social media, and viewers were creeped out by these clips.
Shouldn't be.
Just like not
Cuts are
many
so
LE
obvious that you don't even need to slow it down to see them. So that's two clips properly explained, so how do you do about that, huh?
To invite some friends over, hoping that by having some company, he'd feel safer. At first,
Hey, real funny thing that I'm just gonna point out here. Look at me. I got a haircut. I shaved my beard. But tomorrow, you're gonna see how scraggly I was. Today, this is what I look like now. Tomorrow, you're gonna see an old video that I recorded a couple months ago, where I'm longer hair, big beard, and everything, and I think that's really funny. Okay.
all on edge.
Oh, yeah, I already talked about this. There's nothing really seen in the video other than the thing that was like up in the staircase. So yeah, so they go down the stairs against their parents' wish, which is stupid. You know, white people, please beat your kids. But yeah, there's that thing that over here. You see something going by here. Oh shit, wrong way. Oh no, that's the edge of the screen. It's how did they get such a clear shot? Oh, you know what? He's probably zoomed in slightly to ensure that we won't fully capture it so that he can be like, did you see it? And then reveal it. Because it seems to me like whenever somebody posts this video in one of their compilations, they always seem to have a much clearer shot of it than I can possibly receive on the first viewing. Is that lamp knocked over? Just the way that people put their lampshades to direct the light or something? Or is, I don't understand. Camera guy's useless in this particular environment. They're going to clear the place. Turn on the lights, obviously. You know, any normal person would start turning on lights. Fighting in the dark is a dumbass thing to do. You know, just wandering in the dark proves that you don't actually believe that there's anything. Anybody would think to turn on the lights.
Did you spot it?
No, because
Closely, while reading
see, there's more of the frame is visible now.
can be seen moving upstairs. And
Oh no, it's not actually.
that no one was there at the time this was captured.
It looks like headlights, honestly. I've talked about this before. I've had a couple other theories, but right now,
And if we slow it down, we can definitely see that something is.
it only looks like a face. Like people, man, it's so difficult to see that it's surprising that anybody. Yeah, okay, so right here, the reason why it looks like a face to people, this thing, just right here, they believe that this is a nose, and this is the cheek, and that, like, I don't know, jaw, they think it's like a person, right? It's not a person, because part of the face is the bar. Then you got this, and then you got the other thing. So this is just like some headlights from a car window that's probably at the top of the stairs. So cars driving by, headlights shining through, and then the lights going across the scene. That's it. Oops. There's nothing. There's no part of this that makes me believe that that's a face or any entity that's actually inside the house.
Was it paranormal?
First time I saw it, I was like, I have no idea what that is. Second time I saw it, I was like, well, maybe it's this or that. And the third time, now that I'm seeing it, I know it's not that, and I know exactly what it is.
Ghost Hunter.
Sometimes you don't get it on the first shot. You have to come back later. So if you see me saying, I have no idea what that is, later on I might see that video, and because enough time has passed, that it's like, oh, it was super obvious and I just missed it. You know what I mean? You gotta step away from things sometimes to like reset.
Roof and the floor. So
56? 7?
That was absolutely added in post. The clarity, the mismatch.
56?
Like, listen to the background noise and listen to the audio quality of their voice.
roof and the floor. So
56? 7?
You understand, right? That's absolutely been added in post. The clarity of their voice is mismatched to the clarity of the whisper. That's not because the ghost is closer to the camera, because that's something that I've seen in the responses to people like myself who say that's been added in post. The clarity is too good. They always say that's because the ghost is closer to the camera. That's not how microphones work. You can't get a higher bit rate. If I went and picked up my old microphone and I brought it in here, that no matter what I did, no matter how I set it up, all the filters, everything, sounded like crap. This microphone right now that I'm using is the Fifine K568, whatever the blah, 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 blah. There are no filters on this right now. This is how it sounds. I've applied some filters in post, but the quality difference between this, and it's not even on an XLR. It's just USB-C right now. I don't have an XLR. I will, because apparently you get way better quality from your microphone through that, but the audio from the video is live, being recorded, of the two people here in the scene, and the whisper has been recorded on a microphone like this. Not the same microphone.
7?
Listen to it again.
roof and the floor. So
56?
Can you hear when he says 56, can you hear the on the S's? And then the whisper, which is all S's.
roof and the floor. So
56? 7?
That whispered is all S, basically, because of the fact that it's a whisper, the way that it's whispering. You don't hear any of that. No fuzzy edges around the letter. So if you imagine the letter and then imagine static around the letter, that's what I see when I'm listening to these things. I'm looking at the text with like with like a static around it, like a low JPEG, and then you hear the other sound, and it's like boom, here's a uncompressed PNG sound file. Like that's how I rationalize it in my mind. That's how I imagine it.
And I think that it was about an hour since we heard those.
I see the static on their voice.
What's our average temperature?
It's about 37, 38.
That's why I'm cold. And I'm getting like a 0.2 all the way through the room.
Wait, it's going to 45. There's 50. Oh, I got a 50.
I got a reading here.
That's a really.
I got a 50.
I got a reading here.
He reacts. He says, "Huh."
Here.
That huh wasn't actually him.
There's 50. Oh, I got a 50.
I got a reading here.
That's funny.
45. There's 50. Oh, I got a 50.
I got a reading here.
You won't be able to see strings because of the compression. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I got a 50.
I got a reading here.
No, I'm trying to figure out what this is. I don't think it's a string. I think it's a reflection. I think the infrared camera is hitting this, which is then reflecting on the floor. You know what I mean? So I think that's just a reflection of that. But it's going to be very unlikely that we'll be able to actually see any string because of the night vision. Oh, maybe. That might be it right there. Yeah, I'll do a big circle. Look right in the center. You'll see. It's picked it up a couple times. It's picked up a lighter object in the room a couple times. It's struggling to see something that's actually there. That's the strongest contender for it being the string. There it is again. It is back. See? So I think that might be evidence of a string.
Terrified, Bill and his son.
That chair does move in like the opposite direction, but that doesn't mean much. They might have intended to puppeteer it in a different way.
Suddenly moves, mysterious.
Or maybe it's actually hooked up to this leg and then wrapped around this like HVAC system. And then maybe because of the way that the scene is actually positioned, you won't end up seeing somebody pull the string.
There's 50. Oh, I got a 50.
I got a reading here.
As Phil and his son watch the temperature drop alarmingly, a chair in front of them.
I don't know. I mean, it is string. It's going to be string 100% of the time. The ghosts don't exist. They can't move. Nothing can move chairs without something, for some force being applied to it. And if you have enough energy to move the chair, you have enough energy to also be visible. It needs a solid object. The string is that. And if you're curious, and I know that if you've been watching my videos, you're already well aware of this, but for those of you who are just seeing this video for the first time, you see this string really well, really visible. But if I turn it this way, you won't be able to see it. I have right now, I have this key light. It's a key light. It's going to make it much more visible because there's a light directly on it. But as you can see, even with the key light, you can't see it here. So yeah, string is imperceptible. It can be very easily.
The attic, but the horror. Lacey.
I want to go outside. It says, "Yeah, okay." Doors over there. Get the hell
high
out.
school theatre teacher living in Florida, recently posted a clip that, though captured many years ago, has resurfaced and is now causing a stir amongst paranormal enthusiasts on social media. The video she uploaded shows an old recording of a high school production of Beauty and the Beast. At first, it's just that, a high school play. However, during
The problem with old recordings is that nobody remembers what happened. So if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, somebody happened to run across the back of the stage and they claim that's a ghost now, but the film was like, it was recorded in like 1995, and now you're seeing it again in 2025 or 2020, or in this case possibly reviewing the footage based on Windows Media Player, I'd say that this is Windows XP. So 2010, previous to 2010, so you're seeing it like 10-15 years later and you think it's a ghost. How do you remember the play? You remember seeing the play? You don't remember every detail of the play. It's been 10 fucking years.
During the performance, as the lights dim, something appears, which leaves audience members and viewers of recent times shocked.
Sure. Let's see. I've been editing this video for about 12 hours. I'm currently on this part of the video. And the footage that you're seeing right now was filmed in 2021. That quality of footage. It was stated in the various places that I looked to verify the footage, see if anybody else had any opinions on it. It was filmed on an iPhone from 2021. So the quality of the video is lacking, and the Windows Media Player that they're using is lacking. And then on top of that, they're once again recording a new video. Instead of uploading the original video, they're showing us footage recorded on a classroom screen. And the screaming that you hear is from the students in the class, not the audience at the play. Beauty and the Beast does have a scene where the Beast transforms, this particular scene, and it is very likely that what you're seeing as a ghost is part of the transformation thing for Beast. I have a different opinion. I'll play it so that you can see what I was thinking 12 hours ago. Actually, 15 hours ago. Editing is a slow process, so hit that subscribe button, you know. Thanks. Okay, bye. Back to the video.
Suspended high above the stage, the figure of what appears to be a woman flashes into view, but Lacey insists that this wasn't just a trick of the light. Lacey reveals that this isn't the first time the ghostly figure has made it.
You're saying that's not part of the play? You expect me to believe that?
An appearance in the theatre.
I don't understand what we're trying to do here.
Regular theatre goers have become eerily accustomed to her.
Like, are we supposed to suspend our disbelief on this? Like, look at it. That's very obviously going to be part of the play. I don't care that you say that it's Beauty and the Beast. There's nothing that proves that it's the Beauty and the Beast play. Okay, it's probably just a malfunctioning. Like, if it's not part of the play, it's probably a malfunctioning prop, like a maybe they've got like a black light and they've got something from another play of a ghost in another play, and that infrared light is now, or not the infrared light, the black light is now illuminating that like you're in a friggin', you know, mini golf course. What are we doing here? What is this? All right, I have proof, and that proof is right here. That's a light that shines up on the person to illuminate the ghost. I don't care that you say that this is a production of Beauty and the Beast. I don't care. That's completely irrelevant. Everybody takes their play and they do something fun with it. This school's particular thing is that they put a ghost in their shit. Or this is from another play, and you're just saying that it's Beauty and the Beast. There's no proof that it's Beauty and the Beast. There's no proof that this isn't another play with a ghost. There's no proof that there's actually a ghost. And everything that is surrounding the scene proves that it's not actually a ghost. It's part of the play. It's part of the stage props. Don't bullshit me.
Eerily accustomed to her presence.
Like, what is this supposed to be?
Some of Lacey's viewers were skeptical, but their doubts began to waver when they heard the genuine fear in the gasps of the audience members.
They're theater goers. They're in the story.
When
they're impressed that you managed to, in the 90s, levitate a person halfway up the
Shannon appears. So what do you make of this creepy footage? Did a ghost by the name of Shannon appear mid-play, or was it all part of the performance?
Part of the performance.
And let me know.
It's not even good part of the performance. Like, it could just be a projector on the stage that's projecting the picture of the ghost. It's not a ghost.
This next creepy clip was uploaded to social media.
Man, the things that people.
One morning, as Tony's young son was getting ready for school.
Yeah.
What Tony's security. What?
Okay, so first time I saw this is the same thing as usual. First time I saw this, I was like, well, the kid's clearly scared, so the sound is actually in there. Then I listened to it again a second time later on. But I want you to hear it again. It's on a speaker. I think he's not actually hearing a human voice. I think there's a TV playing somewhere in the house, and the sound is what scared him, because he wasn't expecting somebody to be playing, like watching TV. He thinks one person's home, two people are home. That's
Did you hear it?
Of course I heard it. I'm not sold that it was an actual voice inside the place.
Passed away in that house on the
Irrelevant. People die everywhere. Listen, if ghosts were real, yeah, no, it's fine. My neighbor died. Yeah. Why isn't my apartment haunted? Is it because he finished all his business before he had a heart attack while making a sandwich in the morning? Does he have unfinished business because nobody found him for a week? It took flies and a horrible smell? My apartment's not haunted. People die everywhere. And if somebody just dying in the property made it haunted, every single property here would be super haunted, and you would have millions of videos of hauntings in old folks' homes. But for some reason, have you ever seen a ghost video in an old folks' home? No? 2 reasons. Bad taste, and you'd get fired for making it. Old folks' home is haunted by somebody who died in the old folks' home. Well, that's unfortunately what happens in old folks' homes. And yet we never see videos of people in old folks' homes because it's bad taste to surround the people who are going to die with ghost videos. Get it? People died everywhere. We would be walking through a soup of souls if every death produced a ghost. there would be no discussion. My channel would not exist. Full stop. I don't care that somebody died in your house. It's not a ghost. There's always going to be a reasonable explanation. Either there's an intruder in their home, or like I think, it's a TV or radio or some sort of speaker system that played the sound.
De que está cerrada la Dairy Queen, güey. A ver si hay construcción. Cállate. Y hay un señor allá adentro. ¿Qué chingados hace ahí, señor? ¿Qué hace ahí? Es un señor con sombrero. Ya no se ve, pero sí se... No.
Ah, no, sí está.
¿Sí está?
Ah, ese es el velador.
Ay. Ay. No. Es un centro. ¿Qué chingados hace ahí, señor? Pero... no chingados.
A couple of dark figure with a hat.
Manager? An employee waiting for a ride?
Can be seen sitting at a table by the window. A couple of steps further, the figure is no longer.
No, there's just no light behind him showing him, and now you're getting a reflection of everything that's over this direction. I think it's just more difficult to see the person in there because of the reflection of the lights from outside. That's what I'm trying to say.
Steps further.
Like, you can see this is a reflection of a storefront over here. There's clearly a lot of light coming in. So I think that basically, I think the guy is still sitting there. The only reason why they could see him from that angle was because there's a truck light that was over here that was illuminating him. I think it's just an employee waiting for a ride to go home or something.
Figure is no longer there. After uploading this clip to her social media account, infamous Hat Man shadow figure. The Hat.
No, it's just a man wearing a hat. It's not the Hat Man. We all know what that friggin' Hat Man is.
Four had to get out here in a hurry.
Caught on camera, a ghostly figure can be seen in the background, but who or what is it? Kevin says in the description of this video that they had no idea that this happened until they watched the video and believe that they caught a ghost on camera. Viewers believe that whatever this is likely a ghost.
Based on the fact that I can see other houses in the background. Right there. I'd say that this isn't a secluded forest. I'd say this is a little woodlot around a residential area, which means you have no dominion over it and people are allowed to walk where they want. One more thing I wanted to bring up. I got a couple comments telling me to get some sleep because of this. That's just what my eyes look like. So I do sleep. Sometimes. That's just what my eyes look like, so please don't leave that comment ever again. It's annoying. That's it. That's the last video. I think I've accurately debunked 7 out of 8 of them. The very last video with the Hat Man, the penultimate video. It's reasonable to question my explanation of it because it did appear that he disappeared completely, but in my opinion, it's not paranormal. It's just lack of understanding about the way that light reflects. Okay, well, that's it. I'm gonna go get a bowl of cereal or something. Goodbye. Love you.